Hey guys, I've got another Bespoke post for you guys, and this one was for the month of September. They sent a homemade gin kit that all came in this canvas bag. So it basically came with everything except for the alcohol, which, as I mentioned before, they don't send alcohol in the Bespoke post to make your own gin. So I'll kind of show you, walk through the process. So they want you to start out with a low-grade, mid-grade vodka. I went with just regular Smirnoff. And they wanted a 750 milliliter bottle, so it will fit in this. So they sent this glass container with this cork, and what you do is you take the bottle, use this funnel that they include, and you pour the juniper berries into it and let those sit for 24 hours, shake it up a little bit, let it sit in a cool dark place for 24 hours. Then after that's done, you add their botanical blend into it, same way with the funnel, and shake it up again, let it sit for 12 hours, and then you take the funnel, put it in this, use a strainer on top, and pour everything over the top, and this is what you get. So it's considered unfiltered gin because, as you can see, these two gins here are pretty clear, and it's actually very different than most gins. Honestly, it tastes a lot better in my opinion. It doesn't look as good. It actually looks kind of like some gold tequila, but it doesn't smell as much as rubbing alcohol. But with only 36 hours of time to make this, and you have a cool, unique, unlabeled homemade gin bottle, that is kind of an awesome feature. Some other stuff that they included in there were these two enamel glasses that look kind of like solo cups. I have a gin and tonic in here right now. And here's the other one. And they also sent some tonic water to mix up with this. So just to start off with the non-alcoholic stuff, Q-tonic, which is this one right here, I use this a lot, I use tonic syrup to add kind of a lot of that botanical flavors that you don't get in some gins. And it is, so the Q-tonic is okay compared to this. This is just absolutely awesome. It has, if you drink it by itself, it has a really bad aftertaste. But what you should be shooting for is like a hyped up version of Sierra Mist or something like that. That's kind of, or Sprite. That's kind of the flavor that you want to look for because it adds a little bit of that botanical flavor. Anything above that you'll notice and pick out right away, and this has just enough to make a significant difference in your cocktail, and honestly it complements the homemade gin really well. So I haven't done a blind, or not, it can't be really a blind tasting, but I haven't done a tasting of the homemade gin that I made compared to the rest. I have tried the gin and tonic with the tonic syrup, and it's awesome. It's got a little bit of the gold hue that you get with that, but it's not crazy, but it is easily drinkable. I don't have lime juice or a lime or anything in there. I just strictly the tonic, ice, and the gin. Of course, this is a little bit less proof. So I'm going to start with the other gins that I have. This is a Las Vegas distillery gin. This is one of the first gins that they made in the entire state of Nevada. So this one is from grain alcohol. And as you can see, it's a whole 5th bottle. The reason why is that I live close to the distillery, so I can actually refill these whenever I want. But they only use Las Vegas-ly grown botanicals. So there's some star anise, there's actually some sarsaparilla that's in there as well. So it has a completely different flavor. You kind of have to be expecting what your mixed cocktail is going to taste like if you come out of it. But by itself, I've been pretty impressed with the quality. It does have a little too harsh of an alcohol flavor to it, but you are drinking straight alcohol, not mixed with anything. Next is the Botanist. If you guys have not tried the Botanist with a good tonic or by itself, it is definitely a go-to. It's 46% alcohol, so 92 proof, and it's been consistently listed as one of the best gins you can get, mainly because of the high quality of the botanicals, taste, smell, but it also isn't too pricey. Also, cool square container. This is a dry gin as well, so I'm just going to go down the line and kind of compare them back to the the homemade gin that I made. So you get a lot of star anise from this, which is what I expect with a little bit of sarsaparilla. That's pretty much all that I get whenever I have it, but it's very harsh, kind of like how I described. Man, okay, so it tastes, I hate to say this, but it tastes like flavored Smirnoff. That Smirnoff aftertaste you get from the Smirnoff vodka is definitely heavily present. Not a fan. It does smell way better than the other two as far as aroma is concerned, but I'll be honest, once it's mellowed down with the tonic, it tastes fantastic. It's awesome. I put about 2 parts gin here to 4 parts, so 1 to 2 gin to tonic, and that's kind of the ratio I have there. And the botanist, it definitely smells a lot like rubbing alcohol with a little bit of botanicals. But it's a hell of a lot smoother. I would definitely argue this is by far the easiest to drink if you drink them straight. The one thing I do like about mixing this together is that I can go a little bit harder with this, even though it's a higher alcohol content, just because of how smooth it is. But if I was to do the same parts, 1 shot to 2 shots of tonic, I would lean towards the homemade as far as quality and taste, but I know I could pour a little bit more of this and get away with it versus the other two, which I kind of have to sparingly use and carefully choose what tonic that I'm going to use to mix with it. So overall, I'm extremely happy. These are some awesome, outstanding cups that you can use for practically anything. And the homemade gin bottle all by itself is also awesome. The sole fact that you can have something there sitting on this counter, your counter, that's unique, kind of calls attention to itself, being unlabeled and kind of a gold color like this. You can pour and make some excellent cocktails with it as well. So you can buy a refill kit if you want to make your own after you've kind of run through the stuff that they give you. I don't know how much it is off the top of my head, but on their website you can purchase from bespokepost.com. And for those of you who don't know Bespoke Post and went through this whole review, it's $45 a month, and you can subscribe. You get to choose typically between 2 or more options per month. If you decide none of the boxes for you, you can actually click skip, but you got to do that within the first 3 days of the month. And they announce a new box on the 1st of every month. And then they'll ship it to you usually about the 2nd to 3rd week of the month, and then you get to have a nice experience associated with whatever the theme was for that month. So that's it for the month of September. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. If there's any other crazy stuff that you'd like me to review or check out, please leave that in the comments below. Thank you.